I'm Martin Wolf. I'm the Chief Economics Commentator of the Financial Times in London. The globalisation process we're in at the moment is often described as the second one. It's important to place it in historical context. There was a previous period between 1870 and 1914 when the world economy also integrated. That went into reverse between the two wars, a series of disasters. There's been a slow recovery of integration, which started with the developed countries in the 50s, 60s and 70s, and then spread quite quickly in the rest of the world with a series of big policy changes in China after 1978 when Deng Xiaoping started the reforms, the collapse of the Soviet Union, which obviously was immensely important, the reforms in India, particularly in 1991, and in addition, a whole series of similar market-oriented opening reforms throughout most of the world, including, in fact, the developed countries. In their different ways, Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher were also part of this process. And that was really because it had come to be realized by the late 70s that the centrally planning system, the inward-looking sort of development process that had been seen as being the most advanced in the world, following Stalin's model in large measure, didn't work very well. So that was the intellectual part. Beyond that, there's also been some quite important technological changes. Over this period, the most important have been in communications technologies. There's been a massive decline in the cost of collating and distributing information across the world. That has allowed integration of companies across the world. Production is really integrated to an extraordinary degree across the world. Retailers can manage their production and supply lines across oceans in the way that previously they could hardly do even across state borders, as it were. So the Walmart buys, for example, enormous quantities from China, and it can manage that process extremely precisely because of modern technology and the know-how and organization that goes with that. Modern technology has created modern global financial markets, 24-hour financial markets. That's a new phenomenon in the world. So that's the sort of second element. Now, as a result of these things coming together, billions of people, in fact, have been integrated into the world economy. There's an effective, huge increase in the labor supply in the world, predominantly unskilled, mostly from Asia, and that has sort of turbocharged, if that's the right word, the whole process. So those are the three major things going on: technology, policy change, the entry as a result of these two things of these billions of people into the world economy, and that's contemporary globalization.